Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited for you guys to be here today to see how to create and design a fabulous fall mantle from start to finish. Girl, in today's video, I'm gonna show you how you can take just a traditional mantle, add some fall foliage, some glitter elements, even cross-pollinate a little bit into Christmas, dabble in there, bring those components over to your fall decor and really make it pop. So let's get started. Alright guys, so the first step that we're going to do is of course put our garland in place. This is similar to my last YouTube video with the front door garland. You want to make sure that the garland is in place and you want to go through and fluff out each and every tip of your garland to maximize the way that it lays and flows together. Once you have your garland in place like I have here, if you're like me girl, in your living room you have got cord hanging from your TV and that stresses me out, makes me want to get a drink. So what I did is I got a decorative tray that I had up for every day actually, and I left it right there. So it's a great backdrop for your garland. It really contrasts well and you don't have all of those cords. So now that we have our garland up here and in place, I went ahead and left my drapey garland, which you'll see near the end of the video with the before shot, in place because I really like the way that it looks. So now we're gonna add some lighting. But girl, clear lights are so freaking boring. I like to bring out lights that bring out the color tones in the leaves and in the foliage that I'm gonna use. So I have gathered just some fun Halloween lights here. I only got shocked once, but these are really fun. And before I even put them in the garland, let's just lay them up here to kind of see how they're gonna flow, and then we can go back and adjust them as needed. So we definitely are not gonna leave them like that, okay? That will stress me out too. So let's just go back through and take those lights and just tuck your cords down into the garland. You wanna kind of disguise them the best that you can. Of course, you want them to look as if they belong there, but you don't want them to be out of place in any way. Now that we have our lighting in place, you can see it really illuminates our garland nicely. We're gonna start with our ribbon. So again, I'm gonna do similar bows, smaller bows and smaller scale and size that I had outdoor at the front door. So we're gonna start right here in the center and then kind of work our way out. I happen to be using a 4-inch ribbon and a 2.5 inch just because I like the different sizes and different options in the garland itself. So I'm just gonna take these and I'm going to twist them and incorporate them into the garland, and I'm gonna work them all the way around. Just like with everything else, guys, you don't want the ribbon to be smashed. It is a show-stopping leopard and green, so make sure as you add some other things, you adjust your ribbon to fit in proportion and in scale with your actual garland. Okay. Now that our lighting and our ribbon is in place in our garland, we're gonna begin adding our foliage. Now you can use any picks, any garlands, any type of leaves that you want to for fall. I happen to find and love little picks that have different elements in them. So this one has multicolored or ombre leaves and it has some fall berries. So now we're gonna work with our garland. We're gonna work from side to side and then finish off in the middle to get the foliage evenly distributed. Don't forget guys that you're probably gonna have to shift and adjust other elements that you added to the garland because as you add more and more materials, things are gonna change. I'm gonna work, I love working one side and then the other. That keeps everything balanced and even. That way you don't have your garland one side that's fuller than the other or one side that's longer or shorter than the other. if you all are wondering why I'm not gluing everything and making it permanent on my garland, I like to change my theme and my colors from year to year. So therefore, with no wind blowing up in here like outside or anything like that, I like to just place my stems and they actually sit perfectly in my garland. Therefore, I can take them down and repeat either that same theme the following year or add something different. And girl, make sure y'all take off these tags. Y'all know how I feel about those. I pull those off when I can. Even the ones on your little bitty Christmas light cords or anything like that, make sure you take those off. Ooh, lost one, child, lost one. All right, it's always important, guys, also to make sure you back up from your projects, because girl, if you're like me, I put on clothes in the morning all the time and I think I look good, and then I get up and I back up from that mirror and it don't look too good. So make sure you back up from everything, make sure your ribbon, your foliage, your garland, everything is evenly distributed and set in place before you move on to your next step. I also am gonna add these leaves. These are a little bit different, a little bit darker than the other ones that we used. I love contrast in my designs. It really makes it pop and shine. These are also on a longer stem, so it gives you some great length on here. You can use that for lengths on both of the ends or in the front to kind of drape down and hang down your mantle. Again, I like to work from side to side so everything is evenly distributed. So now I'm going to come to this side and repeat that same process that I just did over here on the other side. Don't forget about the ends of your garlands as well. I like to come down and add some foliage on each end to really help balance it out. I'm gonna add in one final pick right up here near the top to give me a little bit of height. Now that we have all of our foliage added to our garland, we're gonna bring in some glitter. And this glitter is gonna bring out the glitter in this green ribbon and also the green lights that we have in here as well. Stella, stop. Oh my God, you're cracking me up. We're gonna put this in the, I'm gonna put this in the video because this doll, I can't. Now that we have all of our foliage incorporated into our garland and in place, you really can see your shape starting to take place. So now I'm gonna start adding a little bit of glitter. Who doesn't love glitz and glams, girl? I do. So we're gonna put this to bring out that green in that ribbon, bring out those green lights, and really tie this whole project together. So I have some green Christmas picks here, honey. It's a great way to repurpose. So I'm gonna take these and just add these throughout the garland from side to side again to get that perfect finished look. Do you guys hear my dog snoring? And I'm just saying, we're trying to film a video here and we can't even do it because the dog. Now that we have the green inserted into our garland, I think we need to bring some copper in. So these are some Christmas picks as well. I love these. So the same process applies with these. We're just going to incorporate these from side to side and evenly distribute them to really kind of bring out the golds and the yellow textures and tones in the fall foliage and berries. And girl, these will also get tangled up and poke you in the eye. So be careful, you know, enter at your own risk with these. But I just love the little surprises that they bring into the arrangement. Now that all of the glitter is in place, it really has transformed our garland. So now we're gonna add just a few finishing touches to really make this garland pop. One of those things to add are these, I call them laser bushes. I don't know why, I think because it looks like a saw blade. I don't know what laser has to do with that, but that's what I call it. Anyway, I love these, and they're longer and they really just transform the whole look. So let me show you guys how we can incorporate these again, side to side. These are gonna add length, they're gonna add width, and they're gonna add you some height. Again, I work these side to side.
Got me walking side to side.
Have you ever heard that song Side to Side from Ariana Grande? Maybe you should play that, Phillip. I really do like that song, so maybe that just puts me in the mood speaking about this. And again, I just do that so that everything is evenly distributed throughout the entire garland. Okay, we're gonna kind of drape these down. Again, give this some great length down here on the bottom. I'm really liking this. What do you guys think? Make sure throughout this video you'll drop a comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Ooh, honey, we almost had a casualty. Okay, we got one more. I'm just gonna put that right there in the center. Cock-a-doodle-doo, everyone. I done went and got some feathers, okay? So we're gonna add these in again for that final touch. On my last YouTube video, which was the door garland, you showed how I incorporated those in there as well. So I'm gonna add these now into my garland. I'm gonna use rooster feathers because I love a good rooster girl, but you could also use some pheasant feathers or peacock feathers, whatever you happen to have on hand. Remember, side to side, I do a few pieces over there, and then I come to this side and do the same exact thing. Well guys, we finished the mantle up. So just in those few easy steps, you can really create a fabulous glitz and glam designer mantle from start to finish in no time at all, girl. So remember, any questions or comments you guys have throughout this video or at the end, make sure you leave those down below. I'd love your feedback as well as where you're watching from. I love to see where our audience is watching from all over the world. And honey, if you like what you see, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you click that big red subscribe button at the top up there if you'd like to see more stuff from me here on YouTube. And also make sure you click that bell down below, ding dong, because that will let you know when I'm going to be posting and upload a new YouTube video. Guys, don't forget my website is DylanPalmerDesigns.com. You can find me on Facebook at Designs by Dylan, and that is D-Y-L-A-N, honey. Everybody else has spelled my name, so D-Y-L-A-N. And don't forget, guys, I have a monthly design group, so if you'd like to see more in depth with, you know, so much more, the principles and elements, the color selection, the floral selection, the placement, how to stay away from congestion and things like that in floral design, you need to come join my group, Dylan's Divas Monthly Design Group. We have so much fun, and you can find more information about that on my website, DylanPalmerDesigns.com. See you guys next time. Hi guys. These are also on about a 6-inch stem, which gives you a little bit of great area. That sounded dumb. You're probably wondering why I'm not gluing anything. If you're like me, I love to change my gear and my, If you're like me, no, here we go again. If you're like me, no, that's not how I was gonna say it. If you were wondering, oh my God, am I having a stroke or something?
I do this all the time.
Okay.